So we are here in the beautiful Azores. We are here with Oliver Siefert on his sailboat. And we're going for some spearfishing. Now, before we started, we head to the market because we needed to supply up before we head out. A quick run in the market, buy some groceries, and we headed straight out to find some good spots. Immediately we saw this fisherman, tuna fisherman, and Oliver was like, "Are you ready in 10 minutes for tuna? For real? Are we gonna go Bluewater spearfishing already?" But Oliver was like, "I'm gonna sail over to these fishermen and ask if we can spearfish around them." So Ollie sailed over there in the dinghy and it was game on. They were ready. So as soon as we got close to the fishermen, they said, "Can you shoot the fish? Can you shoot the fish?" And we were a little bit confused.
Hey, my friend, listen to me. If you see the tuna like these ones,
Yeah.
the big yellow things,
Yeah.
you can shoot on the head.
Ah.
If you see one with those things, don't shoot it.
Ah, because it's bluefin.
Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna put all the water again, okay?
Whoa! If it's a yellowfin, shoot it in the head, so it's easy for us to pull it up. And yeah, it didn't take long. The fish came up and they kept on yelling. We were a little bit confused, but okay, let's help these guys. And I swam down, got close to the fish, lined up the shot, and boom. Oh yes!
Wow, man. Wow.
The fishermen were so happy. So stoked to try and get close to such a fish, and this early in the spearfishing trip. I understand it's kind of cheating shooting a fish already on the line, but it was great to see and try to feel the strength of this fish. Then, yeah, and we gave them some beers for the experience and they were so happy. And they gave us some bonito. We also caught an extra bonito. Sådan!
Fuck, hvor nice! Den er større end de andre, er den ikke det?
We made lunch, some nice sashimi, some grilled bonito, and we knew the next day we're gonna do the same. But the next morning we had been sailing further north and we wanted to start hunting on a reef. And this is, like the spear gun I brought, this is just what I like doing. This is what we're doing a lot in the Mediterranean, like this, you know, aguato, aspeto on the reef. And I just wanted to start off getting a fish, so I took a parrotfish early on and I got ready. I see this sargo coming in. And it's like doing this aguado technique. Normally in the Mediterranean, you have to be much more careful. But I could just do a quick launch and take the sargo. I do another dive and I see this island grouper. It's the species of grouper we can actually take here, but they have to be 2 kilos. Now I look to the left and I can see a sargo coming in. Like in the Mediterranean, this is a really nice sargo. I do the technique hiding a little bit more and just laying there ready with the spear gun as it approach, and I take the shot. All right, 3 fish already. So I'm stoked. This is like, it feels like cheating, honestly. It's so much easier than in the Mediterranean. Okay, so I wait a little bit. I don't want to take more sargo. I see a barracuda swimming below me. I think a barracuda, that's awesome. This size is also good. So I just do an exhale dive, falling down towards the barracuda and skewers it right in the neck. Yeah. So we got our blood on the spear, and Simon, he also took a parrotfish. Here I'm filming him going down, and yeah, it was just a really nice morning dive. Yeah, and then Simon gets a little bit away from me and I see this massive grouper below me. And I'm like, in the Mediterranean, I wouldn't hesitate.
Simon, skal der komme? Simon!
But after I didn't succeed in calling Simon in, I decided to go down myself. And it spooks, but it is the mero, you know, what's going on? They caught a fish. That's awesome. Yeah, but the grouper was a mero, and you know, the dusky grouper, and it's protected here, so I left it in the hole and we continued on. Yeah, so we have enough fish, we go back to the boat, and again Oliver sees the tuna boat, or one of the tuna boats, there are many here. And we decide, okay, let's go. We go out there, again, same tactic. Oliver in the boat with a 6-pack, and ask if we can try and spearfish behind them.
We can go and shoot one of their fish now. What did they want us to come and shoot that yellowfin?
They want us to shoot a big yellowfin.
And they are asking us to take out their tuna again. Yeah, Oliver, he had taken a free dive down and seen there was free tuna swimming. So he didn't want us to use the big gun to shoot the tuna. But Simon, who had the big gun, listened to the fisherman and went down and shot this tuna in the head. So we helped the fisherman, but then we lost our chance to shoot one of the free swimming.
Er det her? Er du det? Det har jeg slet ikke set. And so yeah.
I'm a little bit further away, and I'm laying there and I'm doing a dive. I have these nice small bait mackerel in my face, and they're just looking at me, and I'm just like relaxing. As soon as they swim away, I see bonito. And now my mind is already starting to race. I'm like, okay, this one. I look to the left, and there's this massive yellowfin tuna. Now my brain is even more on overload, and I have this reel gun, 2 rubber bands, 1/16. What can I do? And then I start, yeah, you can see it's total mess. It's overload completely in my brain at this point. I go to the surface, I look down, and what swims below me is a massive yellowfin. Whew. If I've had the right gear, I could have had a yellowfin. yeah, I would just have lost my spear gun and I would have wounded a fish. So of course I didn't take it. But hey man,
Diving.
yeah, we're going diving now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But then, yeah, so I didn't take a shot at any of these fish, luckily. But then over at Simon and Oliver reloaded the gun.
After a little while, they start throwing out these dead sardines. Usually they use the live ones, and they work really well. But the problem is they keep moving all the time, and they are diving down into the deep where we cannot get them. But then they start throwing some dead ones in, and it was a whole patch of them sinking down. And then we have seen the yellowfin in the area, and I dived down. I saw the yellowfin coming in closer under the pad, and then I dived down and let the yellowfin have a little bit of some of the sardines. And you could immediately see in the start it was super shy and keeping its distance, always eyeballing me. And then it got one sardine and it got 10% more stupid. And then it just getting the more sardine it got, the more stupid it gets. Yeah. And then in the end, it made a big circle, and I thought, okay, it's gonna go from the bottom one. I can really see where I'm pushing it now, because the fish was like, it didn't really, wasn't sure that it would come in. But then it went for the lowest one in the patch, and I just aimed up at the lowest one and swam as hard as I could. And I think this is 15, 17 meters. And then immediately when it took the sardine, I shot it and got a pretty good holding shot in the neck. And it just ripped down to the deep.
Og det er han skød af. Vi har en på spyd.
Pulled the first 25-meter static buoy line out, and then I had a 30-meter bungee line, really heavy-duty bungee line, which had a small cut in it, and it broke. So then the line went to 90 meters, and then it got this static pull, and it simply just pulled off. Yeah, and I shot it really good just above the spine in the neck. And still with these fish, it's maybe 100-kilo fish, they are traveling with 50 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour. When it gets this static pull from the buoy, which is about 90 liters, then it just rips the flesh of them. So we lost it. Yeah, I think there's a lot to learn about this Bluewater spearfishing, and it's very different from the reef spearfishing. Here you have to have a very strict plan, and you're going to stick only to that, because when you are in there in the big waves, in a small dinghy, people are shouting, lines are all over the place. You just need to stick to your plan, and you need to execute when you are there. You cannot talk in the surface or have like a cozy chat. You need to stick to the plan and go down and do what you got to do to get to land the fish.
The next morning, we just took the sailboat and we went out to try to do it on our own without the help of the tuna boats. The plan was, let's sail towards where we can see the birds. The birds show the action. And we have one guy laying in the water, being dragged, looking for bait balls, looking for action. We have one guy ready with the bait. And this is me now hanging in the back. And I'm just looking while Ollie is driving the boat. And all of a sudden I see the bait ball and I see the bonitos and I just yell, now, now! And Andre throws out the mackerel and I just dive down immediately. I see bonito. I'm swimming full steam down and also full steam to the side to get closer. I get really close, but just didn't really get close enough. So, but we did this over and over, and to try and see if we could land one of these fish.
Ej, det går så godt hugge ind nu. Du trækker den jo lige igennem stimen, altså.
Simon, hvad har du lavet?
Vi har lavet hjemmelavet pokeballs, mig og Vibe, med tun. Så en risbund, så lidt mexicansk med lidt tortilla chips, sorte bønner, majs, guacamole. Så har vi reddet noget boat life. Mit hjerte havde knust.
No more yapping.
Mit hjerte havde knust, hvis det var røget på gulvet der. Fuck, man kunne lige se det. Fuck.
Let's eat.
Let's eat.
You told us what will go wrong now. What will get lost.
Måske skulle vi have sojaen op.
So we went back to the pier here and did a pier dive. This is a really awesome pier here at Ponta Delgada. We see life immediately. There's huge parrotfish, huge sea bream just in the pier. Barracudas, trevally species. You have some of these almaco jacks swimming around. We decided to focus on the white trevally, so we go into the holes and look around. Not really having any success. We tried different techniques, also trying to go a little bit deeper on next to the sand. But all of a sudden, while Simon is swimming up, he sees the almaco jack and he decides to take one. But it's not an ideal situation, like you're returning from a dive and you see the fish. So he hits it quite high on the fish and he has to play it really softly. Now, Andres is close by and he also sees the school, so he swims down and takes a really nice almaco jack. And Simon, with this jack that was shot too far out, he didn't have his knife, so he was depending on Andres' knife, and it got really messy. And
You gotta tough it with the knife.
unfortunately, actually, the fish escaped. So that was quite sad. I did a dive not too far away from Simon and Andre. And I was actually gonna look in the holes, but when I look back, I just see the almaco jack, just right there. I'm not that familiar with this species, so I decided to be pretty quick at taking one. And actually when I took the shot, the spear got like the recoil back into me, so I got a little bit of a hit right on my eye here, but that's fine. Battle scars is always welcome. Yeah, we have some almaco jack and we head back with the dinghy, back to the boat. Okay, one more day, and we started out going to find the tuna. We've been baiting a lot. We found the bonito, and all of a sudden Simon caught a nice barracuda. That's really good. And now, this evening we went spearfishing just out here on the pier when we found these almaco jacks. So all in all, a good day. And I think tonight we're gonna have pizza because we eat fish all the time. So yeah, and but we found somebody who wants to take some fish, so that's good. Yes. Yeah, thank you. The next few days the weather got really rough. We couldn't really go spearfishing, so we decided to explore a little bit. We went to this old abandoned hotel, really nice place, like eerie vibe, and we took some pretty cool photos and just enjoyed like the company and had fun. We also went hiking on a mountain, just trying to see what else this island San Miguel has to offer. And then we took just a quick run on the pier. First dive, I go down, barracuda comes in. It was so rough conditions, I had to take the first fish. I think we were at the pier for 30 minutes and we head back. But now we have a fresh fish and we cooked it, like we Mediterranean style, oil, garlic, you know, all the good stuff, a lot of lemons. Yeah, just on the grill and with some salad, like you can't beat it. It's just wonderful. And now it's actually the last day today, and the trip is coming to an end. And it's sad to say. I mean, we came here to have fun, to relax, maybe go for some big game. Didn't really work out, so I think there'll be a part 2. I know Ollie he'll be here for the next high season. This is the low season at the moment, so I think we'll be back, and next time better prepared. Yeah, I think later we'll go for a pier run, so I'm gonna leave you with that footage. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this video, and also thank you to the crew here. Andre here holding the camera, thank you so much, and Vibe and Ollie. It's been such a great host, and Simon, yeah, really enjoyed it. So I guess I'll see you in the next video, and I'll leave you with that footage from that pier, and hopefully we'll get something good. See you around. Bye bye. Finally, a big thanks to Frivandsliv for sponsoring me with high quality equipment. On this trip I used the Divar Nordic fins as well as the Evo 3 wetsuit.